Good morning, teachers, students and families, and welcome to this week's Grade 4 to 6 online assembly. We are at the halfway point of this term, and we should all be so proud of ourselves for all the work we have done in these challenging circumstances. My name is Esther from 6H, and I am house captain for Flynn.
My name is Lachlan from 6W, and I'm house captain for Flynn.
My name is Peter from 6S, and I'm captain for Flynn.
My name is Leah from 6G, and I am the vice captain for Flynn.
We acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we stand today and recognise their continuing connection to land, water and culture. We pay our respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. Please stand for the national anthem.
Firstly, we would like to present this week's winners of the Student of the Week for Term 3, Week 5. From 4A, Kashvi for having a positive attitude to her learning during remote flexible learning and always trying her best. From 4D, Abel for working hard to complete learning tasks to the best of his ability. Keep working hard, Abel. From 4L, Stella for doing a fantastic job with her how-to science experiment and posting it to the sharing point. From 4R, Octave for doing his best during remote learning. From 4V, Jamie for settling into her new school and smashing out remote learning.
5B, Fatma for demonstrating a tremendous work ethic during challenging circumstances. I couldn't be more proud of you. 5D, Riveri for his great hairdo for our Mad Hair Day Friday. 5L, Aaron for enthusiastic participation in class discussion and a dedication to completing his daily tasks. 5M, Cedar for the incredible effort and focus you put into all your learning. 5S, Neil for his excellent reading of instructions and completing his work.
From 6G, Angela for her fantastic work on her Gallipoli report. From 6H, Madiha for her amazing work with your informational report of Gallipoli. From 6S, Nadia for completing 100% of her assignments to an excellent standard, and her persistence and dedication should be admired by all remote learners. From 6W, Jackson for continuing to produce fantastic work week after week. Keep up the great work. Well done to all this week's winners. It's great to see so many students showing resilience and commitment to their learning.
We will now present the Specialist Awards for Week 5. For PE, Xander from 4R for doing an awesome workout video, and Olivia from 4L for also doing a super workout. Keep up the great work. For multimedia, Xander from 4R again for producing a funny and creative meme. Let's see if Xander can take it off with a clean sweep for computers. Computers, Aran from 5M for a fabulous PowerPoint presentation about the day that he was born. It had great music and wonderful backgrounds, as well as imaginative graphics, animations, and transitions. Well done, Aran. And also there is one more for computers. Sorry, Xander, it's my co-host Lachlan from 6W for a fabulous PowerPoint presentation called Happy Birthday to Me. Lachlan had a great graphics, animations, and transitions, and I loved his sense of humor. Well done, Lachlan. We would now like to share with you 2 videos to highlight some fantastic work that has been happening in art and multimedia. Thanks to Mr. Knott and Mrs. D'Amelio for sharing, so sit back and enjoy.
Hello, my creative minds, and this week we've got a Grade 4 Assembly Art slideshow. So the Grade 4s have been really busy working on organic shapes. Now, our inspiration this week has come from a Belgian collective of artists who call themselves Hello Monsters. Now, these 3 artists blend their styles to create an imaginary universe occupied by hybrid characters such as monsters with multiple eyes and mutated animals and humans with their heads split open. And these Hello Monsters have inspired our Grade 4s with their works. So sit back, relax and enjoy the show.
Tell me the duck story.
Bum bum bum, ba-dum ba-dum. A duck walked up to a lemonade stand and he said to the man, run in the stand, hey, bum bum bum, got any grapes? The man said, no, we just sell lemonade, but it's cold and it's fresh and it's all homemade. Can I get you a glass? The duck said, I'll pass. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle, till the very next day, bum 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 ba-dum. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man, run in the stand, hey, bum bum bum, got any grapes? The man said, no, like I said yesterday, we just sell lemonade, okay? Why not give it a try? The duck said, goodbye. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle, till the very next day, bum 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 ba-dum. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man, run in the stand, hey, bum bum bum, got any grapes? The man said, look, this is getting old. I mean, lemonade's all we've ever sold. Why not give it a go? The duck said, how about no? Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Till the very next day, bum, 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 ba-dum. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand, and he said to the man running the stand, hey, bum, 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 got any grapes? The man said, that's it, if you don't stay away, duck, I'll glue you to a tree and leave you there all day stuck. So don't get too close, the duck said, adios. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle. Till the very next day, bum, 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 ba-dum. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand, and he said to the man running the stand, hey, bum, 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 got any glue? What? Got any glue? No, why would I? Oh, then one more question for you. Got any grapes? Bum, 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 bum. And the man just stopped. Then he started to smile. He started to laugh. He laughed for a while. He said, come on, duck, let's walk to the store. I'll buy you some grapes, so you won't have to ask anymore. So they walked to the store, and the man bought some grapes. He gave one to the duck, and the duck said, no thanks. But you know what sounds good? It would make my day. Do you think this store? Do you think this store? Do you think this store has any lemonade? Then he waddled.
As I'm sure you remember, during our first assembly in Term 3, the student leaders introduced us to Miss Sheetha, who is doing some extension work with the senior students. She has picked out 3 very talented writers to share their fantastic work: Bilal in grade 6, Ruviru in grade 5, and Amaya in grade 4. Here is Bilal to introduce the task, followed by them reading.
Hi guys, Bilal here. I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to read a story that I wrote for the Storyathon competition. The only rule is that the story has to consist of 100 words. Hope you all like it. So here it is. What an experience. Jeff's back and neck ached from sitting by one position through the entire flight. To keep himself busy, he thought of his former vacation in Australia. His favorite part was when he visited Bondi Beach. As Jeff walked towards the shore, he saw numerous people lounging around or cooking on the barbie. He could see the Australian foods: waffles, lamingtons, Vegemite, and a delicious cake called pavlova. He heard a lot about Australia's history and culture. What surprised Jeff was Australians' love for adventurous hobbies. Camping, hiking, horse riding, mountaineering were just some examples. This holiday was truly a memory. That was it. Before I cut the tape, I'd like to say thank you to Miss Sheetha and Mr. Willis for letting me share my story. Stay safe. Enjoy.
The legendary gemstone. As I took a step closer to the edge of the mining field, a rock collapsed down to the mine far below. Worried, I asked Bonzo if we're going down there. Bonzo replied, yeah. Eventually, we reached the bottom of the mine. I took my pick out and sung True Blue as I swung it. After a few hours, Bonzo and I obtained nothing. Angrily, I ripped off my Akubra hat. I began walking away when I caught sight of a sparkling object. I cracked the rock and was astonished at what I saw. It was the legendary Australian opal.
Dirt-sprinkled mud cakes. I examined strange beings taking a scroll past my net. The minuscule one stops and lays its eyes upon me. It comes closer and says, Mummy, let's read a Lamington. I ponder about this Lamington thing, but I do not have to any longer because a rangy one fishes something out from a handbag. Learned that word from one of my mates that looked kindred to the dirt-sprinkled mud cakes that I used to fling on my siblings. One of them reaches their tiny hand into my face. I refuse. No feeding the kangaroos, the seakeeper yells deafeningly. Well done to those very talented authors. Just a quick reminder, last week it was mentioned that the Literacy Leaders and Organising Committee will be staging one of the most enjoyable days on our school calendar, Literacy and Numeracy Day. This day will continue as scheduled on Friday, September 4th. We are hoping to have as many students as possible try on their costumes and send a photo of themselves to their teacher on Thursday, 3rd of September. It is hoped that we can all put all of these photos into a movie to stimulate the parade that we usually do each morning. There will be further announcements next week, so make sure you get your costume ready in time. We can then all do our work on Friday in our costumes, which will include some fun literacy and numeracy activities, including Kahoot.
I would now like to introduce Mr. DeLay to present his principal's report.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Assembly for this week. I hope everyone's travelling well and keeping safe and having time with their families as well. Great to see all the learning that's taking place, and also fantastic to see that you're having a bit of fun as well with it. So it's important to inject a little bit of fun through the remote learning period. As we know, it is a sort of stressful. So next Monday is the next non-academic remote learning day. So what we had that in the first lockdown period, you may recall. So what that means is that's a day where your teachers won't be on the remote learning, and they'll set you some other tasks to do on that day. So for example, doing some cooking, playing some games, doing something outside, going for a walk, some family time, some time with your brothers and sisters, if you have brothers and sisters. So it's a day where you don't have to worry about literacy, you don't have to worry about writing, reading, maths, integrated. It's a day where you can relax a little bit more, focus on yourself, focus on your family, focus on looking after yourself, and the teachers won't be on the remote learning for that day, and then you'll pick up things again on the Tuesday. So just to mention that, are we right, Mr. Willis? Are we still okay?
It's still okay.
Yep. Yep. So that's the plan for next Monday. So I hope you enjoy that day. We'll be able to have our assembly on the Tuesday after that as normal. And I know it's a couple of weeks until the Literacy and Numeracy Day as well. So that's exciting. That's coming up, and looking forward to what you guys plan with Mr. Willis for that day as well. But have a fantastic week, everyone. Good to see you all. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Be safe, and enjoy next Monday. Look forward to seeing you at Assembly next week. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed today's assembly and hope you all continue to listen to your teachers and your parents, who I'm sure are helping you at home with your schoolwork. Please join the Melbourne Captains next week for another online assembly.